What is going on, guys? It is Lando Place here. I am so glad to be back to making videos after a little bit of a break, and I am honestly really excited to make more YouTube content from here on out and to for you guys to watch it. And kicking off the first video after a little bit of a gap, we got a review on Kanye West's speaker fleshy DJ Pocket Mixer, the stem player. It is a little like DJ in your pocket where you could make songs and mix stems, which we'll get to in a little bit, and you'll be able to add effects and adjust the speed of the song. And I think it's a really weird concept, I guess you would say, but I mean, Kanye knows what he's doing some of the time, so maybe this will be oh, dropped it. Maybe this will be a little bit different. Off the bat, you could already tell that it's got this really weird like hockey puck shaped frame with what feels like silicone, but it's very like organic feeling silicone. Like it's like a matte color finish with this tan thing, and then on the back you could see the Yeezy stem Kano branding and then whatnot. And I don't even know where to start with this thing. Like, it's very weird. It's a very cool idea and definitely very unique. And if anyone knows, like, fashion and, like, technology and stuff, it's basically a blend of the two where it's supposed to be, like, a fashionable mini speaker that you could carry around. And it has this, like, weird, like, feel to it, I guess. It's only really a feeling that you could, I guess, see, but also, like, you kind of got to feel it for your own hands. It's like taking a ball of like melted wax and then just like playing around with it for a little bit. I don't know why I keep dropping it. It's very, very, very slippery. But again, like this kind of leaves me speechless. The stem player is nothing new. Like it came out in 2022, I believe, and I only just got it now just because like I don't even know. I just thought it would be cool. And I didn't get the case that comes with it. It normally comes in like a little bit of a box with like the stem logo on it. And I got this for $60 and the box one goes for like $200. So if the box really costs $130, it's not worth it to me. Looking more up close, you could see where Stem got their logo from. Their logo is this same like cross pattern that they have. And the reason it's called STEM is for like the standard science, engineering, technology, that type of stuff. But it's also because the STEM player actually splits songs into what they call stems, where it isolates the vocals, the instrumental, the bass, and the drums, and allows both combination and separation of those song stems. And it's a really cool concept that I'll show you guys in a bit. But looking at the stem player here, we got the standard USB-C on most electrical devices nowadays, and you got a headphone jack too. This also comes with Bluetooth, so if you see this button right here, which normally allows you to go back to a song, restart it, or skip to the next song, if you press and hold, I actually don't think it's this one. I think it's the volume up and down one. If you press and hold these two, it allows you to connect to a Bluetooth device. So this speaker is pretty good, but it's not very loud. So if you connect it to like an external speaker, you could control it and like do all the stuff you'd be able to do, but with a much bigger sound. So this right here is the on button. So let's turn it on real quick, and it vibrates. It has haptic feedback. And this is what I find really cool is like how you're able to get rid of the stems in a song and then are able to like add them back, or like maybe you want a combo, pressing and hold them isolates a single stem, so that way you could just like do that really quickly. And then this is the play pause button. It's a very weird device, so I think the only way to really show you guys what to do is to get a demonstration. On the Stem Player website, you're able to download Kanye's album Donda, Jesus is King, and what used to be an Stem Player exclusive. Recently, it just got released on Apple Music, but Donda 2 used to only be available on the Stem Player, so that was like a cool little reason to buy it, I guess. But then again, it was $200, so it had a lot of controversy. But you're able to download a lot of songs on here, and it splits those songs into stems. And I download a lot of hip-hop just because they work the best. So let's listen to what's playing right now. I think this is Diamonds from Sierra Leone. So if you tap this, you're able to adjust the volume to go all the way down. I think this is good. Let's maybe turn it down a little bit. Anyways, so the coolest part right here is turning down. So that's what it means by isolating the stem. So like here's just the instrumental. It's really cool. It's not perfect. Like you'll definitely hear a little bit of background noise because this was 2022 and the concept was still a little newish, but it's pretty good honestly for custom songs. And then you can also add bass and drums. So we have no vocals. And then also right here, if you press and hold, you could hear Kanye's vocals. Now the stem player also has an extensive effects menu. If you just tap the volume button once, you get to this other screen, I guess you would call it, and you're able to adjust the speed. You can slow it down or speed it up. And then you're also allowed to go backwards too. And then tapping this button starts it, like gets rid of all the effects. Now right here, these two ones are interesting because they allowed you to create a loop. And then you could adjust the amount of seconds it takes for the loop to loop back. It's kind of hard to time, but it's pretty cool. And then also, if you are in the effects menu and tap the volume up button, you get this little thing that could adjust the vocals, add some reverb to it. So you could add like a bunch of reverb to it. This one adds like an on and off effect, I guess. I'm not really super familiar with it. That's kind of cool. The volume button controls it. And then in order to go off, you just tap the effects menu again. Now, I think it's really good for, like, obviously DJs and stuff, but people who just want to vibe to some music, like, if you just want to listen to some instrumentals, because we all have those days where, like, lyrics, like, are nice, but listening to instrumentals just hit different. So, Cream by Wu-Tang Clan, personally, has one of my favorite instrumentals on any hip-hop track, and here I could just, enjoy, like, the lo-fi type beat that it gives off without the instrumentals, which are, or not instrumentals, the lyrics, which are good, obviously, but, like, that beat just like on a nighttime rainy study period, it hits well. And honestly, that's pretty much just what the stem player has to offer. It's a little portable speaker that you can use to mess with the music and stems and stuff. And I think it's a pretty cool player. And the company that makes it, called Stem, which used to be called Kano, I think that what they're doing with music, making it more natural, have a more like nature-esque vibe to it, I think it's a really cool concept. And they're actually working on the stem player too, which allows you to combine songs together. So like you could use the drum tracks from a Kanye song and combine it with a guitar from a Radiohead song, and it weirdly works together well. And they sell a whole bunch of stuff too. I definitely recommend going to their website, stemplayer.com. This video's not sponsored or anything, but I just think that, like, they're a really cool up-and-coming tech company, and I definitely recommend checking their stuff out. Now, if you guys don't know, there actually is an unreleased version that looks quite different from the stem player that we got today, and it was developed by Kanye and Teenage Engineering, and I hear a lot of people talking about how they wish this stem player released, and, like, the one that we got now is not as good compared to this, and I don't know about that, man. I mean, the one we got now is awesome, and this one is cool, and I am all for tactile buttons and, like, physical stuff, but, like, the concept of a stem player works so well with the form factor that we got, where it's, like, natural and, like, organic, kind of, instead of, like, a machine. And also, I'm not a big fan of Teenage Engineering. I think a lot of their stuff is very overpriced and expensive, and I think the haptics that we got on this one are so much cooler. And also, I like how it could display multiple different screens, which you can't really do with the metal one. So yeah, that is Kanye's little speaker / music mixing device. Well, he may be doing some interesting stuff nowadays. I think that he really like put a lot of thought into this to like make a little pocket DJ that you could just carry around and like bring to places and stuff way back then. I think it was pretty cool. And also the idea of Donda 2 being an exclusive, because streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music don't really pay their artists that well. That's like a known fact. I think releasing it on his own personal thing is really cool, and the company STEM is actually doing that now with STEM FM, where they're allowing artists to release their music and get paid fairly. And I think that's still like a really smart and cool thing. The way it was executed, though, where like you have to buy a $200 player just to listen to it, I think that if Kanye had continued to release music on it and not have done some stuff, then it would have been a pretty smart idea. But having only one album that you originally needed to buy a stem player for was a little bit much. But I think that nowadays the stem player is still really cool, and I definitely recommend picking one up if you like are really into isolating tracks and also like just into that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's honestly all I have to say about the stem player. It's a cool little device that like really shows what the future of tech is going to look like. On a lot happier note, I'm really glad to be making YouTube videos again. I figured since I got the stem player recently, it'd be a really cool thing to review. But don't worry, because I'm still going back to like making reviews and like game tutorials and talking about stupid Nintendo games all the time. And I also am planning to branch out more different like technology products that are releasing, or like going over like music stuff. But I still am going to go back to like old Lando Plays videos, plus some new fresh ones. And so I'm really excited for you guys to see what ideas I have in store and stuff. So without further ado, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day.